Life is not what happens to you, but how you react to it. This powerful truth, echoed by the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, invites us to reconsider our approach to life's challenges. Imagine this: you are faced with a moment of intense adversity, perhaps the loss of a loved one or an unexpected career setback. You feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, and the urge to give in to despair is overwhelming. Yet, somehow, you know there must be a way to navigate this storm with dignity and grace. Have you ever wondered how some people seem to rise above their struggles, turning obstacles into stepping stones? What if there was a framework, a guiding philosophy, that could empower you to do the same? Today, we delve into the art of resilience through the lens of Stoicism, a philosophy that has guided countless individuals through the most tumultuous periods of their lives. Picture this: Marcus Aurelius, one of the most revered Stoic philosophers, faced immense challenges during his reign as emperor. He dealt with war, plague, betrayal, and personal loss on a scale few of us can comprehend. Yet, despite these adversities, he emerged with a wisdom that continues to inspire millions around the world. His writings are a testament to the power of resilience and the human spirit. What insights did Marcus gain through his suffering? How can we apply his teachings to our own lives to not just survive, but thrive amidst hardship? As we explore his journey, you'll uncover the secrets that allowed him to endure and find purpose, even when the odds were stacked against him. In a world filled with uncertainty, the teachings of Stoicism remind us that while we cannot control external events, we can always control our internal responses. This idea is more than just a motivational quote. It's a practical philosophy that can transform how we approach life's inevitable challenges. Marcus Aurelius's reign was marked by some of the most trying times in history, yet he managed to maintain a sense of calm and purpose. How did he do it? What can we learn from his mindset that will enable us to face our own struggles with similar strength? In this video, we will break down 8 key secrets to cultivating resilience inspired by Stoic philosophy. These are not abstract concepts reserved for ancient thinkers. They are practical tools you can use in your everyday life to empower yourself to face adversity with courage. Imagine being able to shift your perspective in the face of overwhelming stress, to find inner strength when everything seems to be falling apart. Imagine transforming chaos into clarity, challenges into opportunities. As we unpack these secrets, we'll explore how to harness the power of Stoic wisdom to remain unshaken by life's storms. We'll discuss the dichotomy of control, the art of mindfulness, the power of gratitude, and the practice of self-reflection. By understanding these principles, you'll be equipped with a mindset that embraces challenges as catalysts for personal growth. You'll gain insights not only to enhance your own resilience, but also to positively impact the people around you. Life's ups and downs can feel daunting. Have you ever found yourself overwhelmed by the unpredictability of the world, longing for a way to anchor yourself amidst the chaos? In today's fast-paced environment, understanding how to cultivate resilience is not just beneficial, it's essential. Stoicism provides a roadmap, a timeless guide to navigating adversity with grace. Marcus Aurelius's teachings, developed in the crucible of hardship, offer a profound perspective shift. His wisdom isn't confined to dusty philosophical texts. It's alive and relevant, helping us manage stress, embrace uncertainty, and foster a life filled with purpose and tranquility. Consider this: the Stoics believe that our greatest power lies in our ability to choose our responses to external events. They recognize the futility of trying to control everything around us. Marcus Aurelius, facing monumental challenges, wrote in his journal, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Think about that. How often do we exhaust ourselves trying to change things beyond our control? The Stoic dichotomy of control teaches us to direct our energy toward what we can influence, our thoughts, our actions, our attitudes, rather than wasting it on what we cannot. Imagine a situation where you're experiencing immense pressure, perhaps at work or in a personal relationship. Your natural reaction might be to feel helpless or to fight against the circumstances. But what if, instead, you focused on what is within your control? By shifting your attention from the uncontrollable to the controllable, you regain a sense of agency. This simple yet powerful principle has the potential to change your life. The more you practice it, the more you'll find yourself navigating difficulties with poise and confidence. The world will still be chaotic, but your internal landscape will be one of peace. Let's take a moment to apply this practically. Picture yourself in a stressful situation, a looming deadline, a confrontation with a loved one, or an unexpected health scare. The first step in the Stoic approach is to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, is this within my control? This moment of mindfulness can make all the difference. Instead of reacting impulsively, you give yourself the opportunity to choose a thoughtful, empowered response. It's a practice that requires discipline, but with time, it becomes second nature. By internalizing this teaching, you create a buffer between external events and your emotional state. You become less reactive and more intentional, navigating life's challenges with resilience. Another cornerstone of Stoic philosophy is the idea of living in the present moment. How often do we find ourselves ruminating on the past or worrying about the future? The Stoics knew that this kind of mental time travel only leads to suffering. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." It's a reminder to anchor ourselves in the here and now, to fully engage with the moment at hand. Practicing mindfulness isn't about denying the reality of pain or hardship. It's about experiencing life as it is, not as we fear it might be or as we wish it had been. By being present, we cultivate a sense of calm and clarity that helps us handle adversity with grace. Imagine how different your life would be if you could consistently live in the present. Instead of being pulled in different directions by regrets and anxieties, you would experience a sense of peace. Your relationships would deepen, your productivity would improve, and your overall well-being would flourish. Studies have shown that mindfulness practices can significantly reduce stress and enhance mental health. The Stoics, it turns out, were ahead of their time. Their wisdom is now backed by modern science, proving that these ancient teachings are as relevant today as they were centuries ago. Now let's explore a principle that might seem counterintuitive at first: Amor Fati, or the love of fate. This idea invites us to embrace everything that happens to us, the good and the bad, as necessary parts of our journey. Instead of resisting or resenting our circumstances, we learn to accept and even love them. Imagine what it would be like to see setbacks not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth. It's a radical shift in perspective, but one that can be profoundly liberating. Marcus Aurelius wrote about accepting fate and finding the wisdom within life's hardships. He believed that every experience, no matter how painful, holds the potential for learning. Consider a moment when something didn't go as planned. Maybe you lost a job or faced a personal betrayal. The natural response is to feel anger, sadness, or frustration. But what if instead you chose to see it as a lesson? This doesn't mean denying your emotions or pretending everything is fine. It means allowing yourself to grow from the experience, to let it shape you in a way that makes you stronger and wiser. By embracing Amor Fati, you turn obstacles into fuel for your journey. You stop fighting against reality and start working with it, creating a life of purpose and resilience. Another aspect of Stoic resilience is the emphasis on community and interconnectedness. Have you ever felt isolated in your struggles, believing that no one truly understands what you're going through? The Stoics remind us that we are all part of a larger whole, that our well-being is deeply tied to the well-being of others. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the importance of serving humanity and living in harmony with those around us. He recognized that resilience is not just an individual endeavor. It thrives in the context of strong, supportive relationships. In our modern world, where loneliness and isolation are prevalent, this Stoic principle is more relevant than ever. We need each other. Building connections and fostering empathy not only enhances our own resilience, but also contributes to the resilience of our communities. Imagine how much stronger we would all be if we lifted each other up instead of competing or tearing each other down. The next time you face a challenge, consider how you can reach out for support or offer support to someone else. Resilience is a shared experience, a collective strength. Now, let's discuss the power of gratitude. How often do we take a moment to appreciate what we have, even in the midst of difficulty? The Stoics believed in the transformative power of gratitude. Marcus Aurelius wrote about the importance of being grateful, even for the smallest blessings. Practicing gratitude doesn't mean ignoring the pain or pretending that everything is perfect. It means acknowledging the good that still exists, even in the darkest times. Studies have shown that regularly practicing gratitude can boost your mental health, improve your relationships, and increase your overall sense of well-being. Imagine facing a difficult day, but choosing to find one thing to be grateful for: a friend who supports you, a lesson learned from a mistake, or even the simple beauty of nature. This practice doesn't erase your challenges, but it gives you the strength to endure them. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant, from despair to hope. By cultivating a grateful heart, you become more resilient, better able to handle whatever life throws your way. The Stoics also emphasized the importance of self-reflection. Marcus Aurelius used his journal as a tool for examining his thoughts and actions, holding himself accountable to his values. He believed that self-awareness is crucial for personal growth and resilience. How often do we take the time to reflect on our behavior, to learn from our experiences, and align our actions with our values? In a world that moves at lightning speed, self-reflection can feel like a luxury. But the truth is, it's a necessity. Without it, we risk repeating the same mistakes, allowing stress and negative emotions to accumulate unchecked. Imagine ending each day with a few minutes of reflection. Ask yourself, what went well today? What could I have handled better? How did I respond to stress or adversity? This simple practice can bring clarity and perspective, helping you grow stronger and wiser with each passing day. It allows you to take ownership of your actions and learn from your experiences, building a resilient mindset over time. As we explore these Stoic teachings, consider how they apply to your own life. Are there areas where you can practice the dichotomy of control, focusing on what you can change and letting go of what you cannot? Can you cultivate more mindfulness, living fully in the present moment? How can you embrace Amor Fati, finding purpose in your struggles? Are there ways to strengthen your connections with others, offering and receiving support? Can you incorporate gratitude and self-reflection into your daily routine? Each of these practices is a step toward resilience, a way to fortify your spirit against life's inevitable storms. Imagine a world where more people lived by these principles. How different would our society be if we all embraced the Stoic teachings of Marcus Aurelius? If we all practiced self-control, mindfulness, gratitude, and acceptance, we would see less division and more unity, less stress and more peace. We would be a community of resilient individuals, lifting each other up and facing challenges with courage and grace. The teachings of Marcus Aurelius provide a rich framework for understanding resilience through the practice of self-control, or what the Stoics referred to as ataraxia. Ataraxia embodies a state of serene calmness and imperturbable tranquility. Imagine yourself in a scenario where you receive unexpected criticism at work. Your immediate reaction might be defensiveness or frustration. However, if you practice self-control through the lens of ataraxia, you can pause, reflect, and choose your response wisely. Instead of letting external opinions shake your inner peace, you maintain a calm, composed demeanor. This practice aligns perfectly with Aurelius's wisdom. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Think about how this principle applies to your own life. How often do you let other people's words or actions disturb your peace? Practicing ataraxia means acknowledging your emotions without being controlled by them. It's about recognizing that while you cannot always prevent negative events, you can choose how you respond. During moments of distress, take a step back and ask yourself, is this within my control? This simple question can shift your entire perspective. By focusing on your inner power, you become more resilient, better able to navigate life's ups and downs. Imagine a scenario where you're under immense stress, a looming project deadline, perhaps, or a family disagreement. The natural response is to feel overwhelmed, to let stress dictate your mood and actions. But what if you could practice ataraxia, maintaining your calm and composure even when everything around you is chaotic? Instead of reacting impulsively, you act with intention and clarity. This not only enhances your productivity, but also preserves your mental and emotional well-being. The practice of ataraxia also helps us detach from external validation. Picture yourself about to share a creative project, anxiously awaiting approval from others. The Stoics teach us that our worth is not determined by external opinions. Seneca wisely said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." By detaching from the need for validation, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering. You become more confident, more resilient, able to face criticism without losing your sense of self-worth. As we reflect on self-control, we must also consider the role of mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness allows us to become aware of our thoughts and emotions without being overwhelmed by them. It gives us the space to choose our responses rather than reacting on autopilot. The teachings of Marcus Aurelius remind us to guard our thoughts carefully. The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Your soul takes on the color of your thoughts. By nurturing positive, constructive thoughts, you create a mental environment that supports resilience. Imagine yourself in a heated argument. Your first impulse might be to raise your voice, to let your emotions drive your words. But if you practice mindfulness, you can pause, take a breath, and choose to respond calmly. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings. It means acknowledging them and deciding how to express them in a way that aligns with your values. This kind of self-control not only diffuses tension, but also strengthens your relationships, making you a beacon of stability for those around you. The Stoic concept of apatheia, or freedom from disruptive passions, further reinforces the importance of self-mastery. Apatheia is not about being emotionless. It's about achieving a state of inner peace that is unshaken by external circumstances. Picture a moment when you receive unsettling news. Your initial reaction might be fear or anger, but by practicing apatheia, you learn to process these emotions without being consumed by them. You maintain your composure, focusing on what you can do rather than what you cannot control. Consider how apatheia can transform your life. Instead of being swayed by every emotional high and low, you become a steady, grounded presence. You approach challenges with a clear mind and a calm heart. This doesn't mean you never feel emotions. It means you are no longer at their mercy. By practicing apatheia, you become more resilient, capable of facing even the most difficult circumstances with grace and strength. As we navigate the complexities of life, uncertainty often lurks around every corner. It can manifest in various forms, such as unexpected job loss, sudden illness, or the unpredictability of daily events. To combat these feelings of dread and anxiety, we can look to the Stoic concept of apatheia. By cultivating this state of mind, we learn to detach from the chaos around us and maintain a sense of inner peace. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This wisdom invites us to focus on what we can control and to let go of what we cannot, fostering a mindset of calm and clarity. Imagine how your life would change if you could consistently approach uncertainty with this kind of resilience. Instead of fearing the unknown, you would embrace it as a natural part of life. You would become adaptable, able to face whatever comes your way with courage and grace. This is the essence of Stoic resilience, the ability to remain unshaken by life's unpredictability, to transform adversity into an opportunity for growth. As we conclude this exploration of Stoic resilience, let's reflect on the core principles we've discussed. We've seen how the teachings of Marcus Aurelius and other Stoic philosophers can empower us to face life's challenges with strength and grace. By focusing on what we can control, embracing the present moment, practicing gratitude, accepting our fate, building strong connections, and engaging in self-reflection, we cultivate a resilient mindset that serves us well in any situation. Now, I encourage you to take these insights and apply them in your daily life. Choose one Stoic principle to focus on this week. Perhaps it's the dichotomy of control or the practice of mindfulness. Reflect on how these teachings can transform your approach to stress and uncertainty. Remember, resilience is not a destination but a journey, one that requires practice and patience. If you found value in this content, consider subscribing to our channel for more insights on Stoicism and personal growth. Share this video with someone who might benefit from these teachings, and leave a comment below with your reflections or personal experiences. Together, we can create a community of resilient, empowered individuals, inspired by the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and the Stoics. As we wrap up, let's carry forward a powerful reminder from Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Let this truth guide you as you face the challenges of life. Embrace the Stoic path, and remember, true strength lies within you, waiting to be harnessed.